wake me up before you go. Don't wanna miss you when you get that
And we're back. Back in black. Dang. I'm gonna wear out that dick.
Yeah,
Hello.
Stick is here by himself. You're not actually hearing me.
Oh, voices in my head, huh?
That's just you're wearing headphones.
You have a
Headphones
point.
are just voices in your head devices.
That is true. That is true. Or does it help to translate those voices in your head?
Welcome back, everybody. We're doing another Talking Heads podcast.
Yeah.
It's super early in the morning for both of us.
Yeah.
It's not actually that early, but
So
it's early for Wolfie.
It's early for Wolfie, but yeah. So we're gonna do some fun existential crisis questions.
Is that what these are? I thought you said this was going to be like a lighthearted this or
no,
that.
No. I'm gonna ask you the fundamentals of the universe, and you have to answer me honestly. No.
I will try.
I found a fun series of questions that kind of just give hopefully some decent enough time thing stuff words.
You saying we're padding out our runtime?
Yeah, padding.
Way to make our viewers
super confident. Yeah,
in our abilities to do a podcast.
Good God.
Look, man, planning's hard.
We are good at these. Before we get started, though, if you guys like that little Minecraft video I did yesterday, that was a fun little just chill project.
I thought that it should be longer. I thought that it should be like an hour.
Yeah, well, this was kind of just a test to see if people like this kind of stuff. And if you guys do want longer or different styles of Minecraft chill, or even just like atmospheric chill from other games.
Yeah, I was going to say, here's a suggestion, because I'm not sure if we should replace our regular uploaded content with that.
No.
It's very much a side project. But, what we could do is we could record ambiance from other games or more Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do Minecraft, do other biomes.
Yeah.
Like a cave.
Do like a cave.
The end
like
or something.
On top of a mountain or something like that.
On top of Mount Smoke.
Jeez.
But then like I was imagining other game ambiance. Like we could do some Baldur's Gate ambiance. We could do some
Skyrim.
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers.
Just hear the sound of screaming and gunfire in the background.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's super chill.
Super chill, yeah. Super chill to hear democracy.
What are we doing today?
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you some would you rather questions.
I see.
You have to think about them because some of these are pretty strange.
Okay.
These are all from the most prestigious website I could possibly find, Teen Vogue. So it's gonna be.
I don't know what that is.
Teen Vogue. It's a magazine that like is directed at teenagers.
Oh God. Okay. Teen Vogue.
Yeah, these are probably really awful.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, exactly.
We are absolutely all right.
So here we go. Would you rather uncontrollably break into song or unexpectedly lose your voice?
Oh. Well, I already sometimes uncontrollably break into song.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just a jovial person. Well, when I've had some coffee in me. But like, Stick, you could probably attest to this. Like, we'd be playing TF2 or
and then just suddenly
Apex
song.
And then we just someone would say something and it triggers. I mean, it's usually Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
But
some other Queen song.
Someone would say something that triggers a song, and I'm not able to not sing a little bit of the lyrics. You did it just now with On Top of Mount Smoky.
Yeah. I think it's a product of like we associate certain words or phrases with songs, and then just boom, you have to sing it.
But being able to like just suddenly sing,
like uncontrollably sing.
Would it be good singing? Hopefully.
I guess that depends on your training. Like, you probably sing with your normal sing-song voice. I don't know.
Right. I would still say that, because that would be, as annoying as that might be for other people, it would be more annoying for me to randomly lose my voice.
I think
losing your voice is
that would suck.
Imagine if you were trying to do a recording, and then Wolfie automatically just lost his voice and was able to talk like this.
That would be awful.
Yeah, that would suck. So definitely the same thing. At the very least,
you could still talk.
Yeah, but like, well, you can express yourself, but through song lyrics exclusively.
Yeah, exactly. I like to imagine that you would basically sing exactly like the artist would. So your voice just translates into theirs, and you sing it perfectly.
So like,
same inflection, same everything. So if like you're at a funeral, right, and then suddenly you start singing, like, you know, Kesha,
Justin Bieber's Baby,
or Justin Bieber.
And I was like, baby.
Yeah. And just completely ruin
everybody
the
kind of
moment.
looks at you like, what the fuck? When I was 13, I had my first love. And they're like, dude, we're paying respects to the dead. Please, like, show a little respect.
Man, that'd be awful. Terrible. Terrible. Well, yeah, definitely breaking the song. That'd be more fun.
Again, it would be more annoying for me to lose my voice.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, what about you? Oh, you just agreed.
Yeah, breaking the song. That seems way more fun. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, how about this one then? So I know you don't have any pets, but would you rather know what your pet thinks of you or never hear them speak? So basically, your pet, like, say you had a dog, right? Okay. And your dog could express with words about what they think of you in that current time.
I would probably want them to express what they feel, because, I mean, so, to my knowledge, and I'm not a dog person, I'm allergic to dogs.
No.
So, but I'm a cat person, right?
Yeah.
And, again, to my knowledge, those cats
I feel like cats would have a lot more to say,
Yeah. Well,
a lot more jovial things to say.
In my experience, no. No, the cat would be like, give me food.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, why is he bothering me? I'm trying to sleep. Don't you? It's 3 p.m. Like, let me sleep.
Yeah.
people are trying to sleep.
Jeez.
Or, you know, oh man, this human needs to.
I'm gonna sink my claws into his leg.
Yeah, it's time for me to like sit on his face, even though it's like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run around to wake him up. Like, oh man, he still hasn't fed. It's 4 a.m. He still hasn't fed me. It's time for me to run around the living room at light speed to wake him up. You know, cats, right? But like, I would still want that feedback because I wanted to make sure that I'm taking good care of the cat. Cats are really good at like not showing when something bothers them, unless it's really, really bad. Yeah. So if there's something bothering the cat, I would want to know about that, like in advance, before it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Versus like not hearing a cat. I mean, the alternative is not hearing a cat speak at all, but like cats don't speak; they kind of just make noises. So if the alternative was never hearing my cat meow, like, I don't want to not hear my cat meow. Cat meows are cute. And cats can make some pretty annoying sounds too, but like, that's usually in reaction to you doing something bad, so I still need that.
Right.
I would absolutely hear my pet talk.
I think it would be useful, but then there's no way to tune it out, you know? But I guess it would be just like living with another person at that point.
Yeah.
Although one that you have to take care of 24/7. Yeah.
I wonder, like, would the cat have like a same level of sense? Like, would he get mad that he's a pet?
I
Be like,
don't
hey,
think that he would be able to like communicate beyond just what he's currently feeling.
oh, I gotcha.
I think that's the idea.
And
So like
to
he
be
gets
completely
fed and
honest,
he's like full. That's all he
yeah.
says. Just
Oh,
full.
I'm full. Like, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be okay with that. Winston Churchill, I think it was Winston Churchill, had a quote where he was essentially saying, uh, he's fond of pigs because dogs look up to us and cats look down on us, but pigs see us as equals.
Well, yeah, because pigs can't look up.
And so if if I had a pet that talked to me, I'd probably want either a dog or a pig because the dog or pig would at least look up to me or see me as an equal versus a cat that would be like, "Hey, human, serve me."
I feel like a cat would be very, very
Judgy.
demeaning. Yeah. Like,
Hey,
listen,
stupid.
servant, feed me my kibbles.
I mean, hey, if you're into that.
Oh,
I don't think
God.
cats eat kibbles. I think that's dog food.
Is it?
I think he'd be like, serve me some fancy feast.
My
I'd be like, nope, you're
fancy
getting,
fish.
nope, you're getting tuna. You're getting what is
How
it? The
dare you disgrace me?
Starkist tuna.
Oh, God. Yeah.
There's
okay.
so many. There's got to be like so many shows, for
About
having
talking
like, a cat
animals.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
specifically cats.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get a feel for what that would be like. Didn't Sailor
Right.
Moon have a talking cat?
Yeah, and I think Sabrina the Teenage Witch did too.
There's also that movie, a
That
talking
movie,
cat.
Talking Cat,
Yeah.
the one that goes to the space or whatever, Space Cat.
No,
Cats and Dogs, the critically acclaimed Cats and Dog movies.
there was another. God, there was this family movie that I watched when I was a very young kid called How I Saved the President, where it had a talking dog and cat. I think like a kid who could talk to animals, and his cat and dog would speak to him like telepathically in his mind.
Oh, jeez.
And he could like order them around like Pokemon. I don't know. It was a really weird
That
show.
sounds like a weird fever dream that a child dreamed up.
But he ended up like doing some like stopping some conspiracy theory to kill the president.
Oh, that's weird.
Which, wow, good for you, 7-year-old kid. Yeah, that definitely. All right, next question.
Okay, let's see here. Oh man. Would
I
you...
thought you said you had these prepared.
I have a list, but it's like a list of 170. We are not going through 170.
We're doing 170. Let's go. 60-hour subathon right here.
Jeez. Would you rather eat cold pizza or hot cereal for breakfast?
Cold pizza, obviously.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Well, okay, wait. Does oatmeal count as hot cereal?
I think it would.
Oatmeal.
It's oats. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it would. I'd rather
I would
do
still probably
like a hot cereal. I could do oatmeal.
I could, well, because if you get to, I'm assuming, like, you would not be able to pick what type of cereal it is. It'd be like a mystery box.
If that was the case, then definitely.
If you want, I was gonna say, you want some hot, like, Apple Jacks or Fruit Loops or something.
Yeah, like hot milk just with cereal. Ugh, no. No, I didn't.
Versus cold pizza, and like whatever type of pizza it is. It could be supreme pizza, it could be cheese pizza, it could be Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah,
I eat cold pizza all the time. Like,
so
the only time you eat hot
you...
pizza is when it's fresh, and then you put it in the fridge to store it, and then you eat. I mean, you could warm it up, or you could just not.
You could just not, yeah. So when you prepare cereal, are you a bowl milk cereal kind of guy? Or are you a bowl cereal milk guy? Or are you a cereal bowl milk? Or are you milk bowl cereal?
Are you?
Do you pour out the milk before you add the bowl?
Do I? You would just get the milk everywhere.
Yeah,
You just,
exactly.
Like make a huge mess. Here's what you do. You take like a spoon, and you don't even have a bowl. You just go straight into the cereal box with your spoon, start
perfect.
munching, and then chug.
Pour
your
milk
gallon
into your
of milk.
mouth.
No. Yeah, you chug your gallon of milk.
Yeah, perfect. Like
No,
cereal
don't do
in
that.
your mouth. That's
I don't
good.
eat cereal a whole lot because I tend to eat a lot more oatmeal than cereal. But if I were to eat cereal, it would be you set the bowl down, place an amount of cereal in the bowl, and then you fill it with milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like a normal person.
Here we go.
I don't know. I feel like the people who add milk to the bowl first and then put cereal inside of it,
They're masochists.
Less of that and more of like they would never do well in chemistry class. Because
Right.
in chemistry class, you have to add the acid to the water.
Yeah. Well, as
the other
well,
way
like,
around.
cereal is very dry. Like, other than, like, maybe Cheerios as a snack, all other cereals you just don't eat dry. You add the milk to soften it up and actually make it,
But
like,
if you-
somewhat edible.
Okay.
So,
It's the
but
same-
if you add milk first, you're just making all the cereal at the bottom soggy, whereas you add it second, you get to cover the pieces on top of it.
I was gonna say more so. You don't know how much cereal you're getting if you add, like, if you're just pouring cereal into a full bowl.
Oh, that's
of
true,
milk,
because it would float, yeah.
you don't know how much cereal you're getting because a lot of it's gonna sink to the bottom, and so you can't actually see. It's like the same concept of how much Jack Daniels do you add to your Coke? Like
You don't add the Coke first.
You add the shot of Jack Daniels first and then the Coke, so you see how much Jack Daniels you have. Because if you just add, you just have a Coke and then you just start adding an amount of Jack Daniels, you're gonna either get too little or too much.
Oh, this is weird. I added the whole bottle. Whoops.
Yeah, like. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do.
Oh, man. Okay.
But, alright, yeah, on the question of that, I would rather eat cold pizza because I already do
Cold
that.
pizza. Fair enough, fair enough. I think we're both in agreement on that. Alright, next. Would you rather have your hand stuck in a jar or get your head stuck in a bucket?
I kind of need my head.
Yeah.
Like, I got two hands.
That's true.
So if I got my hand stuck in a jar, and I'm assuming like a glass jar, right?
Probably.
You could probably just break the glass jar, and you might get some broken glass in your hand, or you could just call the fire department. I mean, I'm sure, like, someone would help you with that. But
I'm sure.
But I'd rather get my hand stuck in a jar because I have a second hand.
Yeah.
So if it's like dominant hand, like I can do stuff with my left hand.
Sure.
But I can't do stuff without my head.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to see
Yeah.
easily.
And I'm talking again. I'm assuming we're talking like opaque bucket, so I'm not able to see
Probably.
anything.
I'm thinking
And,
like metal bucket, so all sounds reverberate
Oh
really
no,
badly.
that's even worse.
Oh
yeah,
god.
definitely hand in a jar thing.
Yeah, hand in a jar, hands down.
Why would you stick your head in a bucket?
Curiosity.
Like for any reason. For any reason at all. I understand like trying to reach the last cookie at the bottom of the cookie jar, but
Yeah. Just
why
putting
would
your
you
head
ever
in a
stick
bucket.
your head in a bucket?
I don't even. Don't even.
That was
know.
an easy question.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh crap. There we go. There's another set. Hey, it went through like a section of couples questions, like
Oh,
a little bit awkward.
Ask those, and we'll
A
talk
couples
about
question?
each other.
Okay. Oh my god. Would you rather live in a big city or a small town?
That's a hard one. Because
So I imagine small town is like there's no large downtown space nearby to
right.
go and hang out. This is like you've got maybe a drugstore. You've got your local convenience
This
store.
is hard because on the one hand, like if you wanted to live in a small town, and again, I'm thinking like Santos, New Mexico,
Sure.
population 904,
Yeah.
like an
Yeah, less than like 2,000 people.
a
so-
small town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That would be nice because you're kind of away from everything, and you'd have a very nice sense of community.
Yeah.
But it would also suck because, like,
You'd
I
have to
imagine
go somewhere to do anything remotely.
Yeah. and I don't mind driving places, but I imagine driving like an hour and a half to get groceries would be annoying.
Yeah.
So, but if I lived in a city, I mean, you gotta contend with cost of living, you gotta contend with different laws, you gotta contend with probably more crime. Yeah. And it really depends on which big city we're talking about. Like, are we
Right.
talking about like a Seattle? Are we talking about?
I think
know,
we're talking
Los
like
Angeles?
average big city, like for instance, Kansas City. That's a big
Average
city.
big city in America is not a great place to live.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I would probably, if I was restricted to the United States, I would probably pick a small town. if I could go abroad, I would probably pick a big city.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same. Like, small towns, I like small towns because, you know, you get the sense more of a community and things like that.
Yeah.
And I can always go on vacation if I'm feeling antsy for things to do to a big city.
That's true. I didn't think about that. You can't really... I mean, I guess you could escape to a small town.
You could escape to a small town, but, like, you're not going to want to be there as long because there's not much to do. Or
That's
unless
true.
if you're just like, I want to go into the woods and be quiet for a while. Like, okay, sure.
Go camping.
Yeah, go camping or something.
I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a suburb. I currently live in a relatively large city, and then I've also experienced some small towns through, like, vacations and stuff.
Yeah.
To live in a small town, I would probably get really annoyed with how far away everything is. But I'd still probably prefer it to living in a huge city. If it's an American city. If I can live abroad, I would have to go check. I'd have to go see. But I would probably assume the big city abroad would be nicer.
Yeah. Like, where I live, I consider this a medium-sized city. Like, it's not a huge, sprawling metropolis or anything like that, but it's a pretty good size. And I found out that once you live there for long enough, you start acting like there's nothing to do anyways. Like, there's nothing to do around here, really.
Even if there is stuff to do?
Yeah, exactly, because it's kind of you've already done it all. So if you lived in a small town, it would feel more special when you go to the big city kind of deal, you know?
I getcha. And I imagine, like, having that small town community, they would have regular events that you could be a part of, and you'd be expected to be a part of.
Yeah.
Freaking love potlucks.
The only thing you would give up in a small town, though, is probably internet speed, and I would be really sad about that.
Ooh, get some Starlink.
Satellite internet. Oh, yeah.
And the next question.
Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna do... I need to better prepare these.
Yes, you do. We need to better prepare these podcasts. Just in general.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Oh, jeez. No, I'm not asking that. That is a little too on the nose. Would you rather have to pass out at 9:30 p.m. every night or fall asleep at 3:30 a.m. every night with no in between? You either go to sleep at 9:30 or you fall asleep at 3:30 in the morning. I'd say the 9:30.
Yeah.
Because at least that way it fits better with, like, a regular daylight schedule.
I mean, if you work a night shift, you'd want the 3:30.
Sure.
But aside from... could you imagine, like, trying to get a job, and you're like, listen, I cannot work the night shift. And they're like, why not? I'm like, because I fall asleep at 9:30
I have a chronic
every
illness
night.
that makes me fall asleep exactly at 3:30.
Like, what the heck is going on? So, but I'd probably do the 9:30 because it falls more in line with kind of how everyone else expects you to be. It would make late night gaming sessions really hard, and I'd probably pass out at my desk a lot. But, like, I don't know, you sleep for 8 hours from 9 to, what, like 5:30 in the morning? That just means you're an early riser. Or you could sleep in if you wanted to. You could like, you can't really sleep in. If you fall asleep at 3:30 a.m., you can't sleep in.
Right.
I guess you could, but, like...
You could. But you'd want to wake up as early as possible, kind of thing.
Right. But if you go to sleep at 9:30, that gives you the option to sleep, like, 10 hours if you super want to.
Yeah. That may make sense. I don't know. I've always been... I used to work jobs that I would go to bed at, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock, because I had to be ready to work at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
you know,
Sam.
Going to bed early is not the worst thing.
I used to go to bed at... well, I mean, I've done really wacky sleep schedules before, but I remember always setting an alarm for 8 p.m. to tell me to go to bed. Mm-hmm. So, because it takes me a little bit to fall asleep, because I'd have to get up at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, throughout my childhood, basically the house was quiet at 8:30 at night.
I gotcha.
Like, whether or not you went to bed or not, that's up to you, but house was quiet starting at 8:30.
That's nice. I wish that that was standard.
Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of nice, but it was also a time whenever you would wake up at 5:30 to be on the bus and at school by 7.
I didn't have to deal with that.
I did. Those were long and painful days. I remember there was one time where I woke up because the power had gone out, and so it reset our alarm clocks to where our alarm clock went off at midnight. So,
I see.
And I was living in one room with my middle brother. My middle brother and I'm the oldest. We were sharing bunk beds, and this was like I was in 3rd grade, he was in 2nd, something like that. Anyways, we're getting ready and everything. We're getting ready for the bus and all that. And my mom comes out to the room and it's like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, "We're ready for school." And it's like midnight. Go back to bed. Because we didn't understand that our clocks had reset for a power outage.
Kids can wake up at some ungodly early hours.
Yes.
And then when you become a teenager, that just immediately
goes away. It was awful. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
All right, next.
Would you rather sing well and dance poorly, or sing poorly and dance well? So either you can sing like you are classically trained, but you have 2 left feet.
I'd rather do that because I come across more situations where I sing than... I mean, I'm already bad at both of those, so either one is a win.
Oh, boy.
But I'd rather sing well because... especially if I
feel like it has more application.
Especially, again, if I picked I'm gonna uncontrollably burst into song, I would at least want it to be very good.
That's fair.
Yeah. Versus being able to dance would be cool, but I feel like being able to sing would have more application.
Yeah.
Because you can go on to talent shows and shit, like The Voice, or Eurovision, and sing. But if you are good at dancing, I guess there's less of an outlet for that.
Yeah.
Man.
There's less space to do dancing, and plus, I mean, unless you're doing interpretive dance, there's not really a way to express how you feel with dance most of the time. Versus a song, you could just sing it.
Deadpool expresses himself with dance moves.
That's true. That is true.
But I'm not Deadpool.
I'm not Deadpool either. That you know of.
Yet.
Yet.
I could get some crazy healing factor and become a Wade Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. I'm so ready for the Wolverine Deadpool movie.
I'm ready for the next Spider-Man movie.
Or the next Spider-Man movie, yeah. It's a shame that you're talking about the animated one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame they indefinitely delayed it for now. We'll see and hope that it gets a release date soon.
Next question.
Anyways, tangent done. I love those movies. They're great. Let's see. Would you rather be given $1 million tomorrow or $10 million in 10 years?
In 10 years, you said?
Yeah.
I'd probably do the 10 million in 10 years.
Yeah.
For a few reasons. One, that best retirement plan ever, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
pretty much set.
Work for you're
guaranteed 10 years from now you can retire.
Yeah, that just gives me 10 years. Well, I mean, a lot of that would be taxed by the government, so it'd probably be like $6.5 million. But still,
let's say that this is post-tax, so you get $10 million.
Post-tax. Okay.
Post-tax, yeah.
Hell yeah. Then yeah, obviously that, because $10 million. I mean, I'm not saying that I'd burn through $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really exactly know what to do with it. Mm-hmm. And some smart, econ major would probably be like, oh, if you invest in these stocks and blah blah blah, you could have $100 million. But at some point, it gets to the point where I can't spend that much money even if I wanted to. I wouldn't know what to buy.
Sure.
So, but having $10 million in 10 years essentially means that it doesn't matter what I do for money from now until 10 years from now.
As long as I can, for certain that you're getting 10 million.
Yeah, so as long as I don't starve for 10 years, survive for 10 years, that is I can do that. And then
Yeah.
I can work whatever job I want. I can have as much fun as I want. I can do everything, or I can just put my head down and work really hard for 10 years. Because being able to retire at 35,
It would
that's
be
like,
really nice.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
done
man.
working. I'm just gonna go sit on my pile of money and enjoy the rest of my life and not have to work a day in my life after that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I would get antsy if I didn't have to work right now.
Yeah. That's fair. That's
Plus, again, with a single million, I don't know if I would be able to burn that, but I probably would be able to. With 10 million, I have 9 other million to get through.
to mess up with, yeah.
to mess up with.
I'm obviously a big finance guy and business and management and things like that. So I would do the million.
Would you know how to invest $1 million to make it more than 10 million in 10 years?
Yeah. If you play your cards right, so you take some of that million, you invest it into franchising businesses. Because a lot of the time, franchises will pay themselves back very quickly. Yeah, real estate, another big one. You do play some of the stock market. You don't invest all of it into the stock market because that is really stupid. Don't ever do that. Don't invest all your money into the stock market. That is
invest in NFTs.
Idea. Yeah, invest in the Bored Ape NFTs. No, don't do that either. This is not financial advice by any means. Please do not take this to heart.
This is totally financial advice.
This is. I am not CPA certified. Please.
Not only is he CPA certified,
No. Don't spread lies.
This is legal advice as well.
Oh God. No.
All right, my lawyer has advised me to quit this joke.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think I could make $1 million stretch. Plus, at the same time, you could make $1 million into $10 million or more, given a couple of years.
That's true. Oh, here's another thing though.
Oh.
Here's another thing to point out. You might not get 10. Like you might not live for 10 more years.
Exactly.
So
I would
that
want inheritance
my,
would just pass to your kids or family or whatever.
Yeah, my next of kin.
Yeah.
Which, on the one hand, that'd be really funny. Like, my little sister randomly gets 10 million one day.
It's like, congratulations.
What the heck? Is this some sort of scam? No.
My God.
Okay, can I go off on a real quick tangent?
No. Yes, go ahead.
This is an army story. We had a... Oh, I don't know how much of this I can... So, for soldiers in the army, we have a yearly requirement for you to verify your life insurance. And our life insurance, coverage, essentially if you die in the line of duty, your family gets a payout, right? We had an upcoming field event, and we had to get to the field event, we had to take a bus. And our bus driver was a newly trained private that had just finished bus driver training, and we were going to drive on a bus through a mountain pass in the middle of November. So it was pretty risky, right? It was a pretty risky trip. And it just so happened that right before this bus trip that we were going to take, we had to renew our life insurance claim to verify, hey, this is who I want the money to go to if I die.
Right.
At the same time, our platoon sergeant was taking a vacation. It just so happened that because he'd put in for it long ago, so he didn't have to go to the field event. I wanted to convince, and I almost convinced all of the soldiers to change the beneficiary on their life insurance to that sergeant who was going to be away on vacation.
Oh, no.
As a joke. Because what I wanted to happen was we all change our life insurance randomly right before this field event. We all get on the bus. The bus crashes because we have a brand new private driving it in the middle of a mountain pass in November. And then the sergeant, who is randomly on vacation, gets airdropped $3.6 million as the beneficiary for all these soldiers dying. And because one, I would want to see the look on his face, and two, he would absolutely get investigated for that. Everyone would be like, wait a minute, this is definitely some foul play. How come you went on vacation right before this field event where 20 soldiers died and then right before that field event, they all happen to select you as their beneficiary.
That would be so.
And then the investigation would come back as like, no, they all really did, like, of their own volition, because they're all dumb. So yeah, I guess you get $3.6 million or however much money it is. Like,
that would be so funny.
Specifically, it would be the best prank of all time.
Oh man, a very costly prank, being that you lost 20, 30 lives, but
it would still be funny. Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny? It would be really funny.
Super funny.
Because you would fuck with the sergeant who gets all the money, and you would fuck with like the investigation people who are like, there's no way this is above board. There had to be some sort of like coercion. What did you do to these like soldiers to get?
And then they would determine it wasn't service related.
It wasn't a service-related crash, right? We were on that bus for recreational reasons.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. That was a really long tangent war story, but.
All right, next. This might be our final one.
I see.
Would you rather be overdressed or underdressed in perpetuity?
Overdressed. Absolutely overdressed. I have been told. So, one, I'm already usually underdressed. Just
sure.
In general. I don't know, like, go play some D&D, right? And I show up wearing, like, cargo shorts. I'm like, yep, what's up?
Yeah.
This is what was in the laundry. I would want to be overdressed. And more than that, I would want, like, other people to be overdressed, too.
Sure.
Because, imagine showing up to a house party, and you're wearing, like, a suit. Right? And everybody's like, oh, look at this nerd. Like, why is he wearing a suit? But imagine you show up to
everybody
a house
is
party,
wearing suits?
and everyone is wearing a suit, yeah. Or, like, you show up to a house party, and your partner is also wearing a suit. And, like, the two of you look really cool together.
Super dapper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Or, it doesn't even have to be a suit. You could be, like, a nice business shirt.
I feel like you'd show up to, like, I don't know, a pool party, right? Show up to a pool party and you're wearing like business casual.
You show up to like a barbecue in a tuxedo.
You're going to a concert and you show up with like mid-20s formal wear.
I think, man, we need to bring back, like, unironic use of fedoras with trench coats and business suits. Like,
not as an edgy thing, as like a...
People be wearing fedoras nowadays, and I like fedoras as hats, alright? I mean, I'm more of a trilby person, but fedoras are cool too.
Yeah.
However, you can't wear that and, like, a polo shirt. Like, commit, if you're gonna wear that, commit. And wear an actual like suit.
Yeah. Like, become the 1930s mob boss.
We need to bring back 1920s gangsters, but like with the attire and the Tommy guns and everything, flappers,
the whole 9
all
yards.
that other stuff.
Whole 9 yards.
Maybe not the racism. Maybe
we can leave that out. Yeah.
I was so happy when the 2020 came around. And people started reviving, like, electro swing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was hearing these, like, Glenn Miller remixes, and oh my god, yes, it's Glenn Miller, but it's also, like, my friends like it because it's got a cool beat.
Yeah.
And then COVID.
Well, yeah, COVID.
Which was part of the 20s.
Yeah.
1820s.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring back play. Alright, next question.
Very final one, I think, here. Would you rather be 10 centimeters tall or 10 feet tall? That's a tough one.
How tall is 10 centimeters in American language?
In American inches, yeah.
Americanized
a little less than an inch, I think.
What? There's no way. All right, Google, help me out here. 10 centimeters, 2 inches.
I don't remember.
Almost 4 inches.
Oh, okay. It's been a little while since I did measurements.
Okay. So would I rather be really small?
4 inches tall or 10 feet tall? That is weird. Why is it 10 centimeters or 10 feet?
Yeah, should it be like 10 meters?
Like 10 meters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know. I feel
That'd actually
like
be shorter.
I feel like, based on an economy standpoint, I'd want to be 10 centimeters because, like, you don't have to eat as much food.
Yeah.
If you're
or live in as large of a spot.
Yeah, if you're 10 feet tall, everything is gonna feel. Oh man, imagine going on a plane ride. Like,
I think it's a sky
level.
bus for you then. Jeez.
But I guess in order to be 10, like if you're gonna be 10 centimeters, everything would have to be miniaturized. So I'd probably be 10 feet tall just because it's closer to the human average. It would just be really annoying.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, people would look up to me. So.
Yeah. I think though, like economically speaking and societally speaking, 10 centimeters would be way easier. Because yeah, you would be like a really short person, but at the same time, 10
Absolutely
feet tall.
Tiny.
Yeah, but for 10 feet tall, you would have to have so many things specially made for you.
Okay, hear me out. If you're 10 feet tall, you could still use a laptop. If you're 10 centimeters tall, you would have to hop on the keys.
Do you know how many like technologies that we've made that we can shrink things down and make like a tiny computer?
Can you get one? Can you get right now? Can you get like a 10 centimeter person laptop that actually works?
Probably not. Yeah.
Versus if you're 10 feet tall, I mean, you'd probably fat finger a bunch of things, but you can still use a keyboard. You can get a larger keyboard.
I mean, by 10 feet tall, you're nearing Shaq levels, so yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Nearing Shaq levels?
Yeah.
You'd be really
that guy's
good
got, like, entire hot dogs for fingers. Like, jeez. That dude is giant. Anyways. Yeah, nah, okay, yeah, 10 feet tall could be doable. You'd have to shop at the big and tall at all times.
Yeah. You'd have, yeah.
Big and taller. There's nobody in the world that's 10 feet tall. Yo, you could reach the top of a shelf, like, super easily.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between, do you want to be twice as big as everyone else, or do you want to be, like, 30 times smaller than everyone else?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You've convinced me. 10 feet tall. I'll do the 10 feet tall. Alright.
Joke's on you, you're the same weight, so you just be stupidly skinny.
You become a green bean. That's actually not the worst.
One more question. One
more? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have, I mean...
I have to find one now. Dang it.
What? Why don't you make one up?
Okay, here we go. Finally one. Here's a good one to end on. Would you rather only wear sequined clothing or all black for 1 year? All black clothing. So either super shiny or you look like you're just walking out of an emo concert at all times.
I would probably do all black because I think I already did that one. Do I even qualify? I think I've already...
I went through my dark clothing phase, too.
Oh, I had a phase. It's funny. I had a phase where I would purposely only wear dark clothing, but then I also had a phase where I accidentally wore only dark clothing. Like, I don't know. The way that I pick my outfits is very utilitarian. Hey, what's clean?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm wearing this, right? And I happen to have a lot of, I mean, you know, I got some black sweatpants and a black shirt, some black socks and my black shoes and a black hat and a black jacket. And then I walk outside, I'm like, oh my god, I look like an emo kid. Like, what is going on?
Do you have, for your clothing situation, do you have the chair where you put things there for, like, you can wear again later in the week? Like, you have that chair that you throw still clean-ish clothes on?
Not really. I probably do more laundry than I need to. I tend to be a one-use only type of person. I will wear something for 1 day, and then it will get washed.
That's fair.
I'm also the same way with, like, showers. Like, I will be a person for 1 day, and then I will take a shower.
You'll be a person for 1 day? What?
Yes. But well, like, in the similar vein to I will wear clothes for 1 day.
Oh.
Like, I will do activities for 1 day, and then I will take a shower.
Okay,
It doesn't matter how little or okay. Yeah. If it's super rigorous, I will take multiple showers, but I will at least shower once a day.
Everyone should, yes.
I've heard that might be too much.
So,
but
I've heard that for hair, like you don't want to wash your hair every single day because that can just destroy
damage it.
Yeah. Like you condition it, but you don't wash it.
But I don't know. I shower daily because it feels nice, and 2, because I feel very disgusting if I don't.
Yeah.
Which is, it's probably just a me thing, because I know that, like, you know, you don't have to shower every day. You can do it like every other day. But I have to do it every day.
Yeah. That's fair.
Wolfie hygiene tips.
Wolfie's hygiene tips. Shower.
Tip. Wash daily.
Yeah.
Or,
shower,
you know,
you filthy animals.
regularly. At least don't do it. Don't be like one of those guys who only takes a bath like once a week.
Please don't.
Hell, man.
Oh, geez.
Like, you're making problems for yourself. That
you know,
don't
that's
need
my
to be there.
fear, because we're going to PAX in the end of August. My fear is that we're gonna walk into a room of people that haven't showered in a month.
Well, at least let's not join them in that.
No, God.
Let's shower daily when we go to PAX.
Jeez.
At least daily.
At least
Probably
daily.
more.
Oh my God. Okay.
Right. Oh yeah, we're going to PAX. Are we gonna document our PAX? Like, we'll probably do a podcast where we talk about it.
We'll talk about it. I'm not doing
several podcasts.
I'm not doing a vlog. None of that
okay.
shit. Maybe we'll
reveal
do
one.
like photos. Like upload some photos, maybe.
Do I have to wear like black and white glows to stay in persona?
We'll get our VTuber avatars and.
There's no way.
No.
No. Don't. Do not.
Oh jeez.
All right, we're done with the podcast.
We're done. We've gone off the rails.
Saying weird shit. Yeah. We're gonna take a break, and I guess we'll see all of you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see y'all and have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye for now.